Welcome to Grade 10 Chemistry.
Carbon and its compounds. Before discussing the allotropic forms of carbon, let us learn some facts about carbon. Carbon is an element represented by the letter C. Carbon is a non-metal. The atomic number is 6 and electronic configuration or electronic arrangement is K2L4. The first shell K has 2 electrons and the second shell L has 4 electrons. As carbon has 4 electrons in the outermost shell, the valency of carbon is 4. So it is tetravalent. Tetra means 4. Carbon forms covalent bonds by sharing of electrons. Carbon has unique property of catenation. It combines with itself to form long chain. Here the carbon form long chain by sharing of electrons through covalent bond or branched chain or rings. This self-combination property is called catenation. Carbon can also form carbon-carbon single bond, carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bonds.
Catenation and
Tetravalency of carbon put together give rise to millions of compounds. Carbon can exist in free state as an element, for example diamond, graphite, and also in the combined state as compounds. For example, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and methane. Carbon in the free state exhibit allotropy. Allotropes are the different forms of carbon, the different physical forms of carbon. They exhibit same chemical property but different physical properties. Carbon exhibit allotropy in the free state. Allotropic forms have different physical forms or physical properties and the same chemical property. The allotrope contains the same element carbon but have different physical properties. Allotropic forms can be of crystalline and amorphous. Crystalline means they have regular geometric shape and amorphous will have irregular geometric shape. Crystalline forms, for example, diamond, graphite and fullerenes. The amorphous forms are coal, charcoal, lamp black and soot.
let us discuss the
Properties of diamond and graphite. Diamond and graphite are crystalline allotropic forms of carbon. They have different physical properties and same chemical properties. In the case of appearance, diamond is transparent and colorless when pure, whereas graphite is opaque and dark grey. Diamond has a giant three-dimensional structure, a rigid three-dimensional structure. This is called tetrahedral structure, whereas graphite has two-dimensional hexagonal layer structure. Diamond is the hardest natural substance, whereas graphite is so smooth and slippery. Diamond is a bad conductor of electricity, so it acts as an insulator. and graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Diamond has very high thermal or heat conductivity, and graphite is also has excellent heat conductivity. Now comes the chemical property of diamond and graphite. Diamond burns in air giving carbon dioxide, and graphite also burns in air giving carbon dioxide. So diamond and graphite have same chemical property but different physical properties. In diamond, each carbon atom is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms. This carbon is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms. So it is said to be tetrahedral. This carbon atom is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms, and this has a tetrahedral structure. Tetra means 4. Whereas in graphite, each carbon is bonded to 3 other carbon atoms in the same plane, and this carbon is bonded to 3 other carbon atoms, and one of these bonds is a double bond. This is a double bond. In diamond, each carbon atom is bonded to 4 other carbon. Carbon marked 1 is bonded to 4 other carbon, and carbon number marked 2 is bonded to 4 other carbon. So in diamond, each carbon is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms. So it is tetrahedral. Tetra means 4, and diamond has a tetrahedral, a rigid 3-dimensional structure, and it has very high melting point because there are strong covalent bonds and more energy is needed to break the bond, and it is the hardest natural substance. Whereas in graphite, each carbon is bonded to 3 other carbon atoms in the same plane, and one of these bonds is a double bond. And this carbon marked 1 is bonded to 3 other carbon atoms, and one of these bonds is a double bond. And this carbon is also bonded to 3 other carbon atoms, and one of these bonds is a double bond and forming a hexagonal structure. And this is shown here. This is one hexagonal layer, and this is second hexagonal layer, and there are weak forces between these layers. Graphite has hexagonal array-like structure. These layers are placed one above the other, and layers are held together by weak forces and are very easy to slide apart. So graphite in pencil, mark on paper. Whereas the bonding inside the layer is very strong. There is strong carbon-carbon covalent bonds and are very stable. Because of these strong carbon-carbon covalent bonds, they have high melting point. More energy is needed to break the bonds and have high melting point. In graphite, each carbon atom is bonded to 3 other carbon atoms, and one of these bonds is a double bond. And this double bond makes the presence of free electrons. And these free electrons conduct electricity. These free electrons makes graphite a good conductor of electricity.
In diamond, each carbon
Atom is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms tetrahedrally, and there is carbon-carbon single bonds and no carbon-carbon double bonds. As there are only carbon-carbon single bonds, no free electrons, so graphite do not conduct electricity and it acts as an insulator. Thank you.